101.3 FM. My name is Mary Onaifia. Debbie, welcome to the Front Page Review. I'll give you the headlines from various newspapers in Nigeria. I have 5 newspapers. Yes, I have The Sun, I have The Punch, I have The Daily Thrust, I have This Day, I also have The Vanguard. This morning, and The Nation's newspaper, making 6 newspapers. So I'm going to be giving you the headlines from all of these newspapers, and we will discuss some of the hot topics in the news and open the phone lines for you to join the conversation. If you're a regular, you already know how we do it. You know that later on after the headlines, I'm going to connect with Rufa Hosseini, and then he will join us as we discuss some of the hot topics this morning. Without wasting time, let's get on with it right now. We'll start with the Punch newspaper. 7 die in Calabar Carnival tragedy. Ayade orders probe. Fayemi Oyebanji campaign for Tinubu in Ekiti. Senate proposes 376 new agencies, Sean Oransonya's report. Also from the Punch this morning, cholera kills 583 in 11 months, says NCDC. Oshutoku becomes Obi's campaign DG, hopeful of victory. Intelligence gathering will stop INEC offices attack, ex-CP says. And another headline here from the Punch says this morning that SDP reps candidate dispenses free fuel to motorists. And terrorism army app records low patronage, stakeholders worry. Lagos Ibadan Expressway now free of kidnappers, Amotekun says. And also from the Vanguard. Now we'll move to the Vanguard newspaper this morning, starting with this headline that says a Wike G5 turn between Tinubu Labour Party's Peter Obi. That is the first one from the Vanguard. Bikers Carnival, pregnant woman, 6 others feared killed. No fewer than 7 persons among them. That is the rider. It's the stories on the Vanguard newspaper. Edo, India government explore investment opportunities in tech, education, others. And also from the Vanguard this morning, Fuke Akindele Buka on Battle Street set Nollywood records. Record grossing 135 million naira in one day. Amazing. And also from the Vanguard this morning, polygamy, Anglican priest make U-turn, returns to church. And salary review, federal government to make position known in 2023, says Ngige. And now we move to the Daily Thrust newspaper. Gunmen kill retired NAF officer in Jos. I no longer enjoy life. Hope to live in good faith, says Dan Tata. The story is on the Daily Thrust newspaper. Buhari orders stiff action against killer of Lagos lawyer. Now to the Nations this morning. Threats won't stop 2023 polls. INEC assures voters. You get the full story on the Nations. 2023, Tinubu will be elected president, says Unamani. The story is also on the Nation's newspaper. 120 child labor victims undergoing rehabilitation. And also from the Nations this morning, Abuja residents on red alert over possible outbreak of Ebola, cholera, others. God forbid. Another story here from the Nations also says 2023 Obi promises to address insecurity, poverty. Now we move to the Sun this morning. 2023 Atiku will win presidential poll at first ballot, says campaign organization. The writer here reads that Shetima insists Tinubu will win. 10 died, 6 injured on Lagos Ibadan Expressway accident. We have no hand in attacks on INEC facilities. Other crime, says IPOB. Now to this day newspaper. Again, bandits attack Kaduna community. Adopt 16. Kwara PDP tackles Abdul Razak over poor performance. And finally, this morning, Akeredolu Afenifere at daggers drawn over Yoruba nation. Now, these are the headlines this morning, although there are lots of headlines. I just picked some of them for you this morning. We are going to look at some of the interesting topics here to discuss lots of them. So we'll just take a look at a few of them, and then the phone lines will be open for you to join the conversation. We are streaming live right now on YouTube and Facebook. Good morning to you, Rufal City.
Morning, how are you, man? How's it going?
I'm doing great. How are you doing this morning?
Pushing.
Oh, hope you feel better.
Could be a whole lot better.
So sorry. You'll be fine by the grace of God. We're praying for you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, now to the hot topic of our discussion this morning. Let's take a look at this one that says, from the Punch newspaper, it says Senate proposes 376 new agencies, Sean Orosonya's report. Now, the Senate has proposed the establishment of 376 new agencies and institutions despite moves by the federal government to restructure the public service in line with the Steve Orosonya's committee report on restructuring and rationalization of the federal government parastatals, agencies, and commission. The report recommended the scrapping or merging of some ministries, departments, and agencies in order to reduce cost of governance. But findings by correspondent indicated that the Ninth Senate has passed a total of 1,070 bills, including 376 establishment bills for the creation of various institutions, agencies, in spite of the economic challenges facing the country. Now, some of these establishment bills have been passed, while others have progressively moved to the committee level in defiance of the recommendation of Orosonya's report that is supposed to reduce the cost of governance. Rufai.
Mary, what do you expect in a country where everybody thinks going to government is the only pathway to getting rich? What do you expect from the Senate of that country? One of the biggest problems is the fact that cost of governance is too much. It's too high. The fact that on recurrent alone, that is salaries and other things like that, we spend over 50% of our budget. In fact, I think we have cut numbers down now on recurrent expenditure. Too many overlapping MDAs, Ministry and Departments and Agencies of Government. Too many overlapping ones doing the same thing. And then the Senate has still added all of this. And you know why they will add this? Because if those ministries are set up, one way or the other, it still comes back to the Senate. Because those that run those ministries and Department of Government will still give those senators bribes to be able to pass it. So we live in a country where corruption is more important than the sanity of government and how to run a government that is nimble and is effective for the people. And if all of these NGOs were even remitting money to government coffers, it would have been good. But most of them don't remit money. The Auditor General of the Federation released a report the other time about a lot of MDAs not remitting money. So again, nothing has been done. So you see, the problem with Nigeria is the destruction of the governmental structure. And this is not only Buhari administration. It has been the case over the years. You need to see the way even ministers fight for their department under their ministry because they know that the department will pay them settlement. And that's why Nigeria is not moving forward. So what we should do, any government that comes in soon, what they should do is this. They should be able to scrap, as it were, that, what is it called, all those ministries, new ones that they created, and reduce the size of government marginally. I've been able to do a study by saying that if we reduce the size of government marginally, maybe we can save a whole lot more. have not been able to get the percentile, but we can save over 20 to 30% of what we are spending on the current. This will reduce the size of government tremendously. So what we should do, the new government coming in, is implement the electoral reform. And where I fought President Buhari for is that it needed to be forthright. It wasn't forthright.
Yeah.
He set up another committee to review the electoral reform. No committee should be set up to review the electoral reform. Just implement it. Any government that loves Nigeria will just implement the electoral report in its entirety. And I dare any government coming into Nigeria next just to implement it, cut the size of government. All these guys are just there to waste our money. Just imagine. And all of these people, they will have their own police paraphernalia. After we say we don't have enough police officers to police everybody. This new over 367 departments of government, hope you know that each of their DG will have his own police escort.
Yes.
Plus commissioners. I saw a commissioner in one of the states. If you see the number of police escorts, he had nothing less than 5 to 10 police officers with him. A commissioner. So if commissioners, let's say we have 20 commissioners in every state of the country, which I know there are more than that, that's 36 states of the Federation, times 5 police officers each for all the commissioners, minus all the MPAs, minus all the federal paraphernalia. And that's why you see that most of our police officers are working with private citizens. So I'm sure that over 150,000 police officers are assigned to various people. So that's how we keep destroying the government even further. And that's why we keep calling for restructuring. Because if you restructure, what it means is that most of those responsibilities will not be in the hands of federal government again. They will go to the hands of states, and states will be able to handle them. And it's going to reduce the burden of federal government, like we used to do before.
Yeah.
And certain amount of money will be put in the Federation Court. Then if you go and study critically the 1963 Constitution, that's what it said. Certain amount in which state needs in different resource lines was plowed back into the federal government. I think, for instance, when the Western region in 56, 57 discovered oil, I think the agreement was 12.5% in royalties to the federal government for wellhead, for production on wellhead. But obviously that was quickly scuttled because if the Eastern region had been allowed to take full control and be able to benefit from the oil, they will have accelerated things. But anyway, the Eastern region was one of the fastest growing regions in Nigeria then. But that law was quickly scuttled around, I think, 758 thereabouts when they had the talk. But that was supposed to be the initial plan. And when you now check the 63 constitutions, there was a breakdown that each region will have to give the federal government. So we need a lean federal government. See, if we restructure fully and states can be accountable, nobody will be concerned that who wants to be federal. That's why you see, because we had sort of like a restructured Nigeria then, that's why Ahmadu Bello was not keen on being Prime Minister of Nigeria. He was so content being the Premier of the North because he can marshal resources to develop the North at his own pace.
Yeah.
So he Tafa Balera forward to go to the Prime Minister. He wasn't keen on being Prime Minister. Because if you control the North, you control. I don't know what to control the South. Other people, Nnamdi Azikiwe, and what's his name now? I forget his name. This medical doctor that became the premier of the Eastern region at the point, Michael Opara, he to control the region. So that's why we keep calling for restructuring, because the government is too big at the center, and it's taking away all the resource, and it's not being accountable for it.
One of the presidential candidates that has really talked about the cost of governance, that is going to cut the cost of governance, it's the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi. And now, concerning the Labour Party, it's in the news this morning from the Punch newspaper that Oshutokun becomes Obi's campaign DG and hopeful of victory. Now, the new director of Obi's campaign, that's Obi Dati presidential campaign, Akin Oshutokun, he came out, he has dismissed speculations that he may have influenced his new appointment, because some people thought that he influenced it. But he said, no, he didn't influence it. That if you look at it as the zonal coordinator of the Southwest and in the hierarchy of and as the hierarchy of the campaign organization, he said he's the next DG of the Southwest. So if you look at it from that perspective, he's the next in line. He's also the former managing director of the Nigerian agency of the news agency.
News Agency of Nigeria.
Yes, news agency of
NAN.
Nigeria. Yes, NAN. And now that he is the leader, is the new DG. My question is, do you think that he is a worthy replacement for Dele Okupe? And what will this new appointment do for the Labour Party? Because he's from the People's Democratic Party. He left there in August this year. Yes.
I mean, Mary, when you ask that question, is he a worthy replacement? I just laugh. If you know Akin Oshitoku, you will not ask that question. I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's an overworthy replacement. In case you don't know, Akin Oshitoku pretty much ran 2 election cycles.
Yes, that's
Olusegun Obasanjo election cycle was DG Information and Media Strategy. Olusegun Obasanjo election cycle, I think in 2003, and even before then. Also political advisor to Olusegun Obasanjo, served at the News Agency of Nigeria, very erudite writer. You can read most of his columns. These are journalists par excellence. Very combative thinker, very intellectual combative thinker. What I like is intellectual combat. Gone are the days where intellectual ideas stimulate Nigerians. It's not ignorance and sloppy ideas. I remember the good old days of Nigeria where
fake news.
Yes. I remember the good old days when Nigerians argue on intellectual lines and you see the cerebral disposition. And you will just be saying, it better make picking no book or book the sweets. Those are the kind of cloth the likes of them Akin Oshitoku were cut from, journalists over the years. So it's more than what. Yes, is of the PDP. Don't forget, a lot of PDP people came into Labour. Don't forget, even though you're Okupe that was in that position, so was from the PDP. So when people talk about political party ideology, I look and laugh. Where is even Peter? Because he's not from the PDP.
Yeah, that's right.
So these are PDP people and all of that. But when in terms of record, Akin Oshitoku brings a very strong resume, a very intellectual person, a very great cerebral thinker. He will add a lot to the campaign. What is he going to add to the campaign? I mean, I don't know. It's up in the air. I keep telling people, the Nigerian people that will decide the fate of any politician, Peter or people like Tinubu, Kwankwaso, or anybody. All right, Atiku Abubakar, the Nigerian people that will decide the fate. The best they can all do is to make arguments and see how they can support their arguments with logic, which a lot of them are not doing. You get. I was happy when you talked about the fact that Peter Obi said he was going to cut cost of government. He doesn't even need to look far. Is he going to commit to implementing fully the Orosanye report? Because anybody that can implement fully the Orosanye report is not ready to cut cost of government. He still wants to deal it down. The cuts need to be deep and sharp to be able to make the effect. Because when you look at government critically, see, it's a lot of free money, and that's why people are not being innovative. It's a lot of free money. You succeed, you don't succeed, you get free money. It's not necessarily in your salary. This is how people make. They make money through contracts and patronages. The number of contracts that come to your ministry determines how rich you will be. Definitely, people will give you cuts at the back. It's not that your direct money that they are paying you salaries is big. A commissioner's salary is no more than 600,000, but most commissioners are billionaires in the country as we speak today. Mm-hmm. So you see these contracts and patronages and all of that. A lot of people say even Estaco. It's not even true Estaco. How much do you make in Estaco? A couple of thousands of dollars when you travel. How many times do you travel? It is in these contracts and kickbacks and arrangements. That's how it's being made. You get it. But when you look at it, if those contracts are being delivered, then we'll be happy. But the sad part is those contracts are just released and largely they are not delivered. That's the problem, because a lot of people are getting contract kickbacks and all of that. You need to go and read Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala's book, Reforming the Unreformable, and you will see how she enunciates the contract scam. How people will issue out contracts, deliberately tell the contractors not to do it, take the federal government to court, sue the federal government, and get a contract claim. How people do what they call contract variation. You issue out the contract to somebody, the next thing they say the price has changed. You take more money from the government.
Destroying the country.
Destroying the country. And that's why you see that most contracts take donkey years to be completed, and they are not done at when due. So that's how these people make money. And it's these government agents that still go to meet the contractors and say, okay, let's do it together. You get. So those are the problems. That's why when you cut the cost of government, probably my strategy will be when you cut the cost of government, have an ombudsman office that watches over contract procurement and all of that. Madam Obi Ezekwesili used to lead that before, BP, Bureau of Public Procurement or something, BPP or something. Have something like that where you have a tenders board, where you look through the process, where you bring about accountability in the system, then the country will do well.
No, we're going to go for a commercial very soon, but let's see if we could talk a little about this. I hope I don't cut your line of thoughts as we discuss. We're talking about Peter Obi, but in the news yesterday, we saw that this one that says also easy. It says, I'm not in support of Obi's ambition. I want him to withdraw, and I want him to withdraw from the race that he's not going to win. And then he's not in support. He's supporting Atiku, and he told him he's from Anambra. I know he's a multi-billionaire. But what is all this happening? Then in the news again, I think I also read Funamani also saying that they are not in support of Peter Obi. Why? When you think he's going to get a lot of support from his kinsmen, and they are saying they are not in support, ringing it out loud.
But people have a right to support whoever they want to support. If Arthur Eze says he doesn't support Peter Obi, is that the end of the world? For every party that doesn't support him, other people will support him now. So why are we making anybody see? Anybody has a right of choice.
Okay.
Anybody has a right to support whoever they want to support.
We're going for commercials. When we come, we'll continue. Sorry, let's go now. Yeah.
Risi, where's your sister?
She's in the bedroom.
Oh, yeah, call her for me.
Baraka, mommy is calling you.
Hey, Risi, Joe, please buy me chill drink from Dogo.
Dogo, you there outside? I beg, help us bring one chill drink, come.
Risi, sorry, please check if it's your daddy that's at the door. You that your line had been blocked. How did you get the credit that you're using, Ke?
I linked my NIN to my MTN line and got 20K free airtime.
Yes, so link your NIN to your MTN line today and get 20,000 Naira bonus airtime. Visit any MTN center near you to begin.
Mommy, where are you going?
MTN Experience Center, of course. You think it's only you that like good thing, eh?
Terms and conditions apply.
Are you aware that Iruka Online Limited installed and designed a 100,000 capacity church building? Oh yeah, we are the sole distributors of global leading brands all over the world, such as Wafday Line Array, speakers and digital amplifiers, Preseno's digital mixers and studio equipment, Coswell workstations and keyboards, Fender guitars, Mapex drums, Ashdown bass combos, just to mention but a few. We offer flexible payment plan handled by our financial department with 24/7 customer care support system. You can visit our website on www.iruka.com to avoid buying fake products. You can also visit our showroom at number 36 Lagos International Airport Road beside Golden Tulip Hotel. Iruka, never settle for less.
Risi, where's your sister?
She's in the bedroom.
Oh, yeah, call her for me.
Baraka, mommy is calling you.
Hey, Risi, Joe, please buy me chill drink from Dogo.
Dogo, you there outside? I beg, help us bring one chill drink, come.
Risi, sorry, please check if it's your daddy that's at the door. You that your line had been blocked. How did you get the credit that you're using, Ke?
I linked my NIN to my MTN line and got 20K free airtime.
Yes, so link your NIN to your MTN line today and get 20,000 Naira bonus airtime. Visit any MTN center near you to begin.
Mommy, where are you going?
MTN Experience Center, of course. You think it's only you that like good thing, eh?
Terms and conditions apply.
The award-winning pizza in the US is now here in Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Romeo, the pizza champions, and Coldberry ice cream, delight in every scoop. Visit any of our outlets and feel the rich taste from the pizza champions and Coldberry ice cream at 11 Road by First Avenue, First Town, 28 at Denira Ogusanya Street, Surulere, 13 Admiralty Way, Lekki Phase 1, Romeo's Pizza and Coldberry ice cream. Romeo, the pizza champions.
Risi, where's your sister?
She's in the bedroom.
Oh, yeah, call her for me.
Baraka, mommy is calling you.
Hey, Risi, Joe, please buy me chill drink from Dogo.
Dogo, you there outside? I beg, help us bring one chill drink, come.
Risi, sorry, please check if it's your daddy that's at the door. You that your line had been blocked. How did you get the credit that you're using, Ke?
I linked my NIN to my MTN line and got 20K free airtime.
Yes, so link your NIN to your MTN line today and get 20,000 Naira bonus airtime. Visit any MTN center near you to begin.
Mommy, where are you going?
MTN Experience Center, of course. You think it's only you that like good thing, eh?
Terms and conditions apply.
Looking for a place to relax and find comfort, the right place to be is the Golden Tulip Essential Hotel. At the Golden Tulip Essential Hotel, we offer excellent services to our clients and customers. We serve high quality wines at our restaurant and bar, while our continental dish is second to none. At the Golden Tulip Essential Hotel, located on 42 Muritala Mohammed International Airport Road, our rooms are in conformity with international standard and best practices. We accord priority to security for all our guests. Breakfast is free.
That's how I do.
Yay! And we have standard facilities for your seminar and training. For bookings and reservations, please call 0815-7003-333.
Ice on my neck, ice on my wrist, you know. That's how I do.
24/7 around the world, non-stop. This is Voice of the People, 90.3 FM.
Back. This is the Voice of the People, 90.3 FM, and you're listening to the Front Page review. Before we went on the break, Fausini was talking about what is happening to Peter Obi, getting a lot of people, as in prominent elder statesmen, saying that I do not support Peter Obi. We see here that Namani says that he does not support Peter Obi. His support is for the APC. And this Mr. Author Izzy, he's a billionaire from Anambra State, also saying that I warned Peter Obi, I warned him that he's not going to win the election. Yet he went ahead. He said his support is for Atiku. And in fact, you were saying that they just have one vote. What does that have to do with anything? That's what you're saying.
But that's the truth now. The last time I checked, it's not authority that makes the president of Nigeria. It's Nigerian people. So if one man doesn't support somebody, then he moves on. That's just it. People have a right to support whoever they want to support. People have a right to support Tinubu, Atiku, Wankaso, Peter Obi, or not support them. So they have a right to support whoever they want to support. So it's not the end of the world because one or two people say, okay, they are not supporting a certain candidate. It's as simple as that. The most important support any candidate should look forward to getting is how to please the Nigerian people. To over the 90 million registered voters that have a stake in this election, which are still struggling to get their PVC, but which I would like to encourage to get their PVC and ensure they come out there to vote. Because one new campaign we should start, Mary, election day voting. It is said that most people that get their PVC don't end up voting on election day because of several reasons. It could be they heard about violence in one certain area close to their polling booth and they say they are not coming out. So how we can ensure that we get people out to go and vote on election day, that's the most important thing. And I keep telling people, as a journalist, my goal will have been achieved if at least we get close to over 40 to 50 million voters out of the 90 million registered voters. Because, and I said that on the background that last elections, the voter party number was on the increase. look at the presidential election. We had close to 80 million registered voters. The number of votes that decided who became president in the last election went up to 30 million. Correct me if I'm wrong. So there was a far cry of over 50 million people that for some reason didn't come out, didn't vote. So if we can get more numbers of people to come out and vote, I mean, less than 30% of the people that registered voted in the last election. If we can at least get the number to over 50%, which would be a miraculous feat to achieve, that's the most important thing. So I think the awareness should not be, don't just get your people, come out to vote. And how also the security agencies can ensure people, and they should come out to vote. Already I hear that some people are traveling out of the country now because they don't want to be part of the election. And there are some people that always travel. But you can't do that if you want your country to work. You need to come out to vote. We must keep encouraging people to come out and cast their votes. So it is the election day, and that's why one of the first sermons I would like to preach as regards election day voting is know your polling center in advance. If possible, a day before the election, visit your polling center. Visit your polling center. Look at it, map it around. Secondly, to avoid every shenanigan, come early. Do not wait. It is best that the polling executives or the election officers meet you there. 6:37, you have done. You've done what you want to do. You voted. That should be the case. Also, please, if you can, get water. Get your water. Get your little snack. But when people from certain political parties see you waiting on the line and they're trying to give you water, they're trying to give you snack before you need to start to vote for my party. So get your water, get your snack, get ready. Just know that you are going for a picnic that day. And secondly, please don't fight anybody at the polling station. Even like we talk from here to Kutu Wenji, just be looking at them. It's your vote you are there to cast. All right?
Yeah, thank you.
And I know Nigerians like to church, they talk a lot. But please, it's not on that polling line. You will not be saying, this man is a bad man. You try to cover, just go and start your own franchise.
Thank you.
Come back.
Thank you so much, Rufa Seni. Let's open the phone lines now and get the conversation going. Have a fantastic day.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Okay, thank you. Okay, 0700 903 903 903. That's the number. 0700 903 903 903. You could call in or send in a WhatsApp message on 0700 903 903 9. That is for WhatsApp. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to the program.
Yeah, good morning. I'd like to comment on two issues. My name is Nii. I'm calling from PI.
Yes, Mr. Nii, welcome.
Yeah, the first one is the case of over 360 agency being established or being proposed by the legislators.
Yes.
And I think this is also connected with the issue of monitoring projects and ECC that I spoke about Ezekwesili. So I'm going to discuss the two together in one.
Okay. And you have 2 minutes.
Yes. Most of the agencies that are about to be created, I believe they are bus stops, and they are creation to make money for people. That's my own belief, because like on yesterday, Commission said, a lot of these things are being duplicated. Why do you have to continue to duplicate? When do you say there's no money? We need to streamline. If it's being performed by somebody else, you should not create a department, a ministry out of a department. Now, on the order of monitoring, even when Ekwesili was there, it's on authority that money was being siphoned. Money was being siphoned. Because I know, basically, that at that time, a lot of projects that are in the south, and the southeast that were supposed to be performed, even in Lagos here, under the federal government, were never performed. And it's written that it's performed, executed. So how did they release the money? Which engineer certified that report? A lot of projects in Nigeria that have been performed. Ajakuta has been sold many times and reported many times. Yet we are not moving forward. These are the pains of this nation. And when we talk about division or referendum or talk, is it not the same people that will come back again? Are the people doing this thing, are they outside Nigeria? Are we shipping them abroad when we will do the referendum? No. I think the only thing we need is ethical revolution in Nigeria, that we speak to ourselves ethically. Is what are we doing? Are we injuring ourselves or not? If we can do that, our project will be fully executed. And in the area of transparency and openness, let all projects be listed so everybody sees. It's not anything buju for anybody. You put it on the IT, everybody sees. You know that in your local government you have 10 projects. The progress in the project is being listed. But in an area where it's not listed, nobody knows what's going on. Thank you. Yeah. Have a blessed day. Yeah, compliment of the season to you.
Same to you, Mr. Nee. I appreciate your contribution. 0700 903 9039. That's the number to call in right now. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, my sister.
Welcome. Good morning. What's your name and your location?
Well, my name is Mr. Kingsley. I'm calling from Mapuliko State.
Welcome, Mr. Kingsley. Go ahead, sir.
I want to talk about the statement Chief Arthur Eze made about Ethiopia. Chief Arthur Eze is a big man in Anambra State, and he has only one vote to cast. Chief Arthur Eze is only in Anambra. It is not 5 states in eastern part of Nigeria. It's one particular job. They respect it in Anambra. I respect it. But all I know is that everybody will go there every day and cast their vote. He will not speak on behalf of me or on behalf of his local government, which is to look after local government. So he is talking about his own personal, his own family. Even he cannot control his family. So today we are going to vote for him. Him is going to vote for whomever you want to go and vote for. But all I know is that it's in 90 million registered votes, that is going to come out and vote every day. He is the only one that's going to cast his only vote on his own ballot box. So what he said his own. But I know that come 2023, Toby is going to be the next president of Nigeria. Thank you very much, man.
Thank you, Mr. Kingsley, for your contribution. Now, to some messages this morning. This one says, it's crystal clear that Arthur Eze and Namani don't want a new Nigeria, but their ill statement against Peter Obi, they should know that with or without their support, that Obi will emerge president next year, and they will be among the people that will congratulate him. Kindly turn down the volume on your radio set.
I'm already done that.
Okay, good morning. Welcome to the program.
My name is Afun Adama. I'm calling from Medina.
Welcome to the program. Go ahead, sir.
You see, all those people fighting P2B, now this Baba criminal, you look at ATS. ATS is one of the people who destroy Anambra during the time. So, ATS is not a good man. So anything we know for him, you know, if P2B enter, those people, they don't get trouble. Because those Baba things, the only way where they collect, I believe I trust P2B for that. All of them must, because all the things that are collected from government, they must fulfill it, they must return it. Because ATS is not a good, I don't see anything when you say I keep for Anambra State or for all you wear. Just find solution to not putting confusion in Anambra State. But the side is already fair. Secondly, the people, Mr. Sen already said it all. Let everybody get their own PVC and make sure during the election day, go and check your polling unit and buy pure water, get even a gallon. Suppose I stay there, don't find trouble and keep everything secret on you. So that is I like that advice of Mr. Tony. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for your contribution. Now the number to call in is 0700 903 903 9 0700 903 903 9. Okay. Now let's take calls. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to the program.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, sir. Welcome. What's your name?
My name is Ndubisi. I'm coming from West Ham.
Okay. Welcome, Mr. Ndubisi. Go ahead, sir.
I beg, I thank God for your discussion. Please, what I want to let you know concerning what they're saying about P2P, if they say whatever they say that they like to say. The Bible says the enemy of somebody is his household. There's no other people that can talk bad of you if not except your family people or your household. Let them talk whosoever would want to say, whatever they want to say against you. Let them keep on talking. All what may be, by the grace of God, all their heads will put to shame. That's what I want to tell you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your contribution. Now, let's take more messages. This one says, good morning, Mary. I join you, Mary, to say God forbid to any outbreak of disease in any parts of Nigeria. We are still suffering from the setback caused by COVID. Talk more of having another one. I enjoy all health agencies in Nigeria to make sure that it is prevented at all cost, because we are not ready for such. This is from HROHBC Nwoko in Oshodi. Thank you for your message. Another one says, good morning. Please, I don't know why this Arthur Eze or Namani not supporting Obi should be a point of discussion when more important people from West and North part have shown publicly against Atiku and Tinubu. If Obi is not to favor their business interests, could be the reason president is for Nigeria, not for them. Thank you for your message and your contribution this morning, but you didn't put your name. I already started reading it. If not, I would have read it. When you send in a message, ensure that you put your name. This one says, good morning, presenter. This is Comrade Peterson. Says, you mentioning author Eze, Namani, and the rest gets worried about mentioning names of people who have no value to humanity and entire Igbo race. Come to think of it, who are those people? Peter Obi is the next Nigerian president. Thank you for your message. Hello, good morning to you. Kindly turn down the volume on your radio set.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, welcome to the program. What's your name and your location?
Yeah, my name is Ike.
Okay, welcome, Mr. Ike. Where are you calling us from?
From Agoro, Qatar.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, sir.
I want to talk about Ateze.
Okay.
Ateze is a former criminal in Anambra. He's a former criminal where they hang Anambra location the time where he was being a godfather to Mbadenuju. That time, if you enter Anambra, there is no road in Anambra that time because they are hanging a location of Anambra. So after the Anambra don't regard him as a human being. So he don't have any mouth to talk against Peter Obi. Go and ask about that in Anambra, then we tell you. I come from Anambra also. I know what he did in Anambra. Just a former criminal, like Oju Zokalo. If you come in Anambra, you compare Oju Zokalo and the Ateze. They are all the same thing. So that is only what I have to say.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ike. Yes, thank you. 0700-903-903-903. What's your take? You could comment on any of the headlines, the hot topic, the headlines. You could just, what do you think about it? Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. Welcome to the program.
Good morning.
Yeah, welcome. What's your name and your location?
My name is Chooks from Agor.
Welcome, Mr. Chooks. Go ahead.
This morning discussion is very, very vital. In the sense that I don't know why people that have no contribution for the progress of average Igbo man. From a Igbo land, are condemning the obedient, great Peter Obi, a divine sent by God. I want to use this scripturally. When Jesus was putting all the apostles, he said to Peter, you is the rock, and on this rock I'll be my church. Today, God has answered the prayer of Nigerians We've been praying for years, over 8 years, fasting and praying. Today, God has answered. Why is people still doubting God's decisions? Please, I want Nigerians to listen carefully. Peter is God's sent. He don't come out by himself. God has answered Nigerians. And anybody that is speaking evil against Obi must pay for it. Yes. In the case of Obi and Inaman, there are no people in a number of states and any states. Like you have said, anybody can say whatever he likes. See, Ato was given a contract to consult on the Enugu road. For how many years? That road was like that until MTN took over it this year. So what is he? Why should they talk about P2V? We are talking about what Soludo said, and they're still coming out. All this story, all things that the government was to condemn P2V. Who in Nigeria has ever finished his tenure in his office as a governor and gave a scorecard like P2V? All the money he left the Anambra State. The country airport in Anambra State is there because of P2V. So what are people saying? Please, sometimes please you don't bring the names in the discussion here again.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah. I don't like these people to come and say any type about P2V. On P2V we stand, and on P2V Nigeria will be safe.
Yeah, thank you so much for your contribution this morning. We discussed a lot of issues, but I guess it's the Peter Obi talk that is getting a lot of reaction this morning. 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to join the conversation. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Welcome to the program. What's your name and your location?
My name is Mr. Easy.
Okay.
From Yanojibo.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
So please, I'm talking of Arthur Eze. I'm from Anambra State. So Anambra State is concerned. It's nobody. It's only one person. So it's not much that must support to be. So please let him go and sit down. God bless you, my sister.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We appreciate your contribution this morning. For the WhatsApp message, the number is 0700 903 9039. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. Welcome to the program. What's your name and your location?
My name is Ifeanyi from Ikorodu.
Okay, welcome, Mr. Ifeanyi. Go ahead, sir.
I want to talk about this Ato Eze's issue. So one thing we need to understand is that Ato Eze is only one man. He's only one and he has only one PVC. So, and one thing you need to understand also is that it's not possible, no any man of God, no any prophet can give a prophecy that, for instance, Atiku will get 100% vote in North and other candidate will get 0-0. No man of God will tell you that because it's not possible. And the same way, no any man of God will tell you that in a Southwest, that Tinubu will get 100%, other candidate will get 0-0. It's not possible. The same way in the East. So there are some people that will still support P2B, and majority of people supported him. So other one person or two people can say whatever they like. Okay, for instance, the governor of Anambra State, what did he say? He said he's not in support of P2B, but his own son now came out and said he's not in support of what his father said. So we should not even be thinking of only one man. Whatever one man says, it doesn't make any meaning. The same one thing also they need to understand is that the same people that shouted Say Baba 2014, they shouted Say Baba, go to them now. Tell them Say Baba now, they will tell you that you are on your own. They don't know what you are talking about. Because today they are regretting it. So Nigerians should be aware of this. Whatever they are telling you, this is our brother, this is our sister, at the end of it, they will still be the one to regret it. So the only thing is to choose wisely. I believe that Peter Obina is a godsend to Nigeria. We should choose wisely. Don't follow because of pleasure or whatever, what they will benefit. And vote wrongly, which at the end of it, they will still regret it. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for your contribution. Okay, let's take this message. Says, good morning. Those ones that are saying that they won't support Obi are just singular vote. Obi is not contesting for Southeast president for Nigerian president. Ifunamani Aneze said that they won't support him. Remember, Obasanjo, Adebanjo are elders and they are supporting him. So those ones should go. Their vote are just single vote. Okay, sending the message from. Okay, what is your name? Okay, Ejima from Ikotu. Thank you for your message. Okay, hello. Good morning. You are last caller. You have just 1 minute, and then.
Pleasantries. Good morning. Let me leave pleasantries and go ahead with my statement.
Yeah.
From Sholu.
Oh, go ahead, sir.
Everybody has said it. I think anybody that loves Nigeria and talks about the unity of Nigeria, like Obasanjo, like Adebanjo, like so many other people who really fought for the oneness, unity, and strength of Nigeria, will not believe what Otoise has said. Otoise should tell me that Nigeria today is the Nigeria that he was growing up. If it was today, would his business have thrived? If it were today, would Otoise be what he is today? That Nigerians say we want to recover our nation. We want to be a...
Sorry. We have to go now. Thank you for being part of the program. Join me again tomorrow, same time, same station. My name is Mary Onaife. Bye.
24/7 around the world. Non-stop. This is Voice of the People. 90.3 FM.
Risi, where's your sister?
She's in the bedroom.
Oh, yeah, call her for me.
Baraka, mommy is calling you.
Hey, Risi, Joe, please buy me chill drink from Dogo.
Dogo, you there outside? I beg, help us bring one chill drink, come.
Risi, sorry, please check if it's your daddy that's at the door. You that your line had been blocked. How did you get the credit that you're using, Ke?
I linked my NIN to my MTN line and got 20K free airtime.
Yes, so link your NIN to your MTN line today and get 20,000 Naira bonus airtime. Visit any MTN center near you to begin.
Mommy, where are you going?
MTN Experience Center, of course. You think it's only you that like good thing, eh?
Terms and conditions apply.
Papa, mama, brother, sister. This Lagos must work for all of us. Everybody down for Eko.
Oh, yes, Lagos people. Papa, mama, sister, brother, auntie, plus including uncle them. Better don't land for Lagos State Gidigba. Money will be for Lagos State. Then go use them for Lagos State. Wella. No more Baba Sope. Then no go chop Lagos State money. Nobody go pocket Lagos State. Then go take and build Lagos State. Build road, build hospital, build houses. And now only one man fit do this job. His name na Abdulaziz Olajide Adediran Jando. He can't carry one of bunge person